Hey guys, I wanted to make a video yesterday, but I have a little extra time right now waiting on materials. So I wanted to talk about the Hard Knocks series. As of right now, we are I would say the front runners to land it. Um, I saw yesterday that Justin Hardy had said he doesn't want us anywhere near it. I kind of echo that, but at the same time, I'm kind of intrigued by it. The last time we were on the show, we had a really good year, and we have a lot of parallels on our team this year compared to that 2010 season. Big difference being the quarterback room. We had our second-year quarterback Sanchez in there. This year, we're going to have Rodgers, hopefully. About 99% chance that Rodgers will be our quarterback. Um, a big part of me doesn't really feel like he's going to want to do that. I mean, he does the McAfee show, but to be under the microscope like that, I think it is kind of a distraction. Plus, the One Jets Drive crew does such a great job all season long with the inside track of the team. Like, I don't want it to take away from that. I really, really look forward to that every week when that drops. But it's between the Jets, the Bears, the Saints, and the Commanders. We're the only four teams in the league that are eligible to be a part of this show. And a big part of me feels like the NFL itself is not going to let the Jets not do it. I mean, there's so much national attention already going on down the line for this entire season. We've never had expectations this high, I don't think. Even though 09 and 10 years we were sneaky good in 2009. Like, nobody expected us to get to where we were. In 2010, it was kind of the same thing. Like, people thought it was a flash in the pan. It ended up being a flash in the pan after we lost that conference championship game. We haven't been back since. But we're also I think we're the most recent team to win a playoff game after appearing on Hard Knocks, because it's happened a few more times. I was just reading it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, the 2013 Bengals, the 15 Texans, and the 2021 Cowboys were all eliminated in the first round of the playoffs after they appeared on the show. A big part of me almost wants it, but at the same time, I want to just stick with One Jets Drive and let it rock. Other than that, we don't have any more news. It's very disappointing. Waiting for the news to hit on anybody. I think I said last week, I think that the Rodgers deal will be done by Friday. I mean, I don't see it going any further than this. They're working on one little stipulation from all accounts, and that is some sort of a refund, if you will, for the 2025 season. If Rodgers is to retire, I think we're going to ultimately get the third-round pick back. I don't know. This whole saga has been kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. But nevertheless, we're here where we are, and I saw the reports of OBJ and Salah at the Phoenix Suns game last night, and all indications are pointing to him signing with us this week. I saw somebody posted yesterday that the signing would happen today, and we'll see if that's true. I think it's going to happen, but I also think that the Sauce Gardner package deals is a thing too. That sounds like a real good way to announce a lot of key players that we are hoping for. Ben Jones, I can see them going after that. We got to do something there, because that's another big difference between the 2010 team and now. We have no center, and we had one of the best centers in the league at the time with Nick Mangold. He's like an all-time Jet legend, the Viking himself. I really hope we can lock down a veteran and JMS in the draft, because I want to see our offensive line flourish. I think Mekhi Becton's going to be on a scorched earth revenge tour this season. I really do. I have all the faith in the world in him. He's put in so much work. He really deserves it. For me, I had a very, very, very rough patch for like 10 years, and it wasn't until I had my first kid that I actually lit a fire under my ass and I started doing some real work towards the future. So I think putting that in perspective with Mekhi, I think he's really gonna fight harder, to take more care of his body, and create a better future for his kid. I love seeing his tweets online. I love that he interacts with all of us. It's really cool to see that. I want to see our offensive line not be our downfall this year. It's been like that for the last few years, where our offensive line has just completely destroyed us. And at the same time, I almost don't want to call it like that. I mean, we have quarterbacks that are underwhelming for so many years. I mean, that puts a lot of stress on the offensive line. I think with Rodgers back there, we could put out the same group from last year, and they would be a top 10 offensive line maybe. I mean, I think we finished in like 15th or 16th. We were 16th. We were middle of the pack last year, and that's saying something, because from the eye test, when you're watching the games, it does not look that great. It really doesn't. And I think we have a good shot at doing something really special this year if our offensive line can stay healthy. Our wide receiving core looks very close to that 2010 season. We had Braylon Edwards and Santonio Holmes and Cotchery. I'm pretty sure we had Cotchery too at that point. I know we had Dustin Keller at tight end, but like all of our weapons are very, very parallel to the weapons we have now, just a little younger. Like LaDainian Tomlinson, he's one of my all-time favorite players in general. Not even just a Jet player. He only played with us for 2 years, but my man got the tattoo on his other calf. I like that whole team. Those 2 years, all those players still consider themselves Jets, even if they played years and years and years before with a different franchise. They're the first ones to say, once a Jet, always a Jet. And it's really cool to see that, because the whole Gase and a lot of the Bulls tenures, you didn't see players saying stuff like that. Nobody really liked the organization. There was a lot of negativity surrounding it. I'm under the camp that people should give Woody a little more slack. I mean, he did have success when I was growing up, man. That's what really pulled me in. When he bought the team, we had a couple runs. We were doing pretty well. We were, I wouldn't say a perennial playoff team, but we were in there a heck of a lot more than once in 13 years. I love Saleh and JD. The two of them together have really turned this organization around, and I don't think it's a coincidence that it all started to come back into a better football perspective when Woody got back. Chris Johnson was the worst human being on the planet for this team. He really dug us a grave, put us in there, and started burying us. And then Woody came back from England. What was he, the England ambassador for Trump? But I don't know. I see a big difference. I like it. I like the direction we're going right now. But I just wanted to get on and say a few things like that. I really would like to know what you guys think about Hard Knocks and if we should end up doing it or not. What your opinions are on it. Like I said, I'm really like stuck right at that 50-50. Maybe I might be leaning a little more towards not doing it, I guess. But history repeats itself. Maybe if we don't do it, we'll win the championship this year. Who knows? But I'm excited to see how the rest of this week goes. We got the draft in 24 days, and there's 24 Sundays left before football kicks off. It's really exciting. Can't wait for this to go. And hope you guys all have a great Monday. It's been an interesting one here. So, thank you.